The most crucial thing that you need to keep your health and fitness program alive, even more crucial than an instructor or a doctor, is your own motive. You have to be determined to scrutinize the situation. So, you're overweight and are looking at casting off a few pounds. No gym instructor from any place in the world will help you if you don't take adequate measures to have the right diet and to stick to your routine exercise. Even if you're sick and are looking at treatment, no physician will help if you aren't determined in following the treatment platform, whether it's taking the medication at the correct time or abstaining from some foods. We have strayed horribly with our eating habits thus far. Unless we take stock of the state of affairs and take matters in our own hands, matters are not going to get better. The number one thing is awareness. We have to learn what foods are correct for us and what are not. We have to go back to training and comprehend what the nutrients are that your body truly wants and in what amount. Then we have to build a dietary regimen for ourselves and our loved ones so that we eat healthier. We have to cut down on all the foods that are adverse, the sugars, the fats, the carbohydrates, we don't truly want them, and incorporate foods that may boost our health. This does sound too preachy, I understand. But that's the only reprieve we have got. If we continue munching on Oreos, we're never going to get better. But there's hope. Hope lies in the fact that there are a lot of foods out there that are simply as tasty as those awful junk foods, but we don't yet know about them. These are the foods that we don't know about yet, we likely don't care for them or as we don't know how to fix them, but a healthy cookbook may help you in understanding assorted interesting ways to healthy cooking. Even with the same sort of diet you eat, you are able to conjure up some really delicious healthy dishes. Yes, it's all very much possible. You are able to modify your eating habits to a big extent, while at the same time attending to your palate. The fact is that the weight loss industry is responsible in a really significant way towards this downfall of the developed human race. They have to keep selling their Atkinses and Jenny Craigs and Zones and Metafasts, and for that reason the media never tells you how we may in reality take things in your own hands. They show us glitzy before-after pictures of a person with a foot-long sub and then the same guy with six-pack abs and tell us that the diet made that possible. However, the fact is, if we were to get our head together, we may very easily do that too, without having to spend thousands of dollars on those diets. And what do we have to do? Two general things: control what we consume. Indulge in physical exertion. Now, is that too much to accomplish? Don't we owe that to our body that has served us so well all these years? Don't we owe that to ourselves and our loved ones? Over the years, honey has been proven to the one sustaining power behind the energy circle. Benefiting the human body in various areas, it is foremost still unrivaled in its energy-producing entity. Honey is nature's most natural energy booster. It also acts as an effective immunity system builder while providing the natural remedy to a host of varied ailments too. Energy is very important to the smooth-flowing natural of a daily life cycle of any human being. Therefore, finding energy sources that are both consistent and healthy are important to keeping fit and happy. The natural benefits of honey has been widely acknowledged and accepted. Besides its great taste, honey is also a natural source of carbohydrate, which is an energy maker for boosting performance, endurance, and reducing levels of muscle fatigue. This is especially useful for athletes. The sugar content in the honey helps to play a role in preventing fatigue during exercise sessions and also during training sessions for sports enthusiasts. These sugar makeups are divided into glucose and fructose and functions in different but complementing ways. The glucose content in the honey is generally absorbed at a faster rate and gives off an immediate energy boost, while the fructose works at a slower pace for a more sustainable and prolonged energy disbursement. When it comes to addressing blood sugar levels in the body system, honey has been known to help keep the levels fairly constant. As honey is a pleasant food product and it's natural in its form, consuming it is not a very difficult exercise. People of all ages are generally quite willing to consume honey in any of its accompanying forms. It's even popular with children. The energy produced from consuming a small amount of honey daily helps children cope with the physical strains of daily school activities and sports commitments. For the adults too, consuming a daily small dose of honey can go a long way in keeping the energy levels at its best during a demanding day at work. Making sandwiches with honey accompanied with other fillings is one way of creating a pleasant snack. Applying honey on a freshly toasted slice of bread is also a welcome breakfast alternative. Adding honey to drinks instead of using sugar is definitely encouraged. Most people today want a quick fix for their energy-boosting needs, and this usually comes in the unhealthy forms of sports drinks, coffee, and refined carbohydrates like sugar and while bread. Though these produce the desired heightened energy levels, it should be noted that this energy is fairly short-lived and the tiredness that follows is usually more acutely felt. Therefore, opting to consume some form of whole grains is not only a better alternative but is also much healthier. Whole grains provide the energy that comes in a more complex form which breaks down over a longer period of time. This then creates the platform for sustaining the energy levels for longer periods. Because of its more complex makeup, the whole grains come with an array of beneficial elements like minerals, vitamins, phytonutrients and fiber, which are also rich in fiber. Adding the whole grain ingredients as any dish more often than not completes the flavor or enhances it altogether. Whole grains can the various forms such as wheat, oat, barley, maize, brown rice, farro, spelt, emmer, einkorn, rye, millet, buckwheat, and many more. These can then be made into various other products like whole wheat flour, whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, rolled oats or oat groats, triticale flour, popcorn and teff flour. The benefits of consuming whole grains consistently can help decrease the risk of heart disease, lower cholesterol levels, protect against many types of cancer, and assist in weight management. Whole grains should not be confused with its lesser and more refined cousin. Though refined grains have some benefits, it is always better to opt for the whole grain alternatives.